Hey y'all, how's it going? My name's Dominic Abeda, and I'm about to take you all on a musical journey in my presentation. First question though, how many of y'all think that Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber are the ones that most people listen to, or the ones that people should listen to? Probably a few of you think that, right? Well, you guys ever heard of the Prince of Darkness? Well, if some of y'all don't know that, that is Mr. Ozzy Osbourne himself. Ever since I started listening to rock and roll music and hard rock, Ozzy Osbourne is the one that I love to listen to. Don't be so quick to judge just because he has the persona of being quote unquote dark and just always being, having black makeup and all that other stuff. That's really, just for show. Ozzy Osbourne was a prodigy, and he was basically the godfather of good old rock and roll music. So that's, again, that's just the legacy that he has left behind since his passing on July 22nd of this year. Three things that I want to talk about with him are the influences that he had on people, not just his fans, but also other music artists as well. I want to talk about the nickname of the Prince of Darkness that he's had for many years, and then how his transition went from the stage to the big screen of when he was on TV and with his reality TV show. The influences that he's had on people, again, is like with his fans, they dress in dark clothing, they wear dark makeup, they just look dark, and they have the persona of quote unquote being satanic worshipers, which that is far from the truth. It's just the persona that Ozzy Osbourne has put out there for many years, is that he's dark, and that's just the way that he chooses to entertain. Not just his fans, but other music artists as well. He's had many remakes of his songs, such as Mama, I'm Coming Home, or Crazy Train, just different remakes and remastering of the songs that he's put out there before. So that's just a little bit about the people that he's influenced. Now I want to talk to you about his nickname, Prince of Darkness. That has been his nickname ever since he was with the band Black Sabbath, and that has stuck with him over many years after him and Black Sabbath broke up, and when he decided to be a solo artist. His image definitely does speak volumes, and so a lot of people, again, do think of him as a satanic worshiper because of the music and the way that he perceives himself on stage. But again, it's just all for show, it's all for entertainment. So that's as far as his nickname and what has been his continuing entertainment career, that is what he's done. And finally, I wanted to talk about his transition from the stage to going on the big screen. Most of his life and his career were spent on the concert stage, and so his transition to not performing as much and not being on the road and being on tour all the time, him doing the reality TV show, which is the Osbournes, that is one of the things that he transitioned to as he got older. He did make an appearance in two movies, Little Nicky and also the movie Trick or Treat. He just made small stand-ins. He was an extra for those two movies, but the main part of him being on screen and being on television was the TV show The Osbournes. In conclusion, as you all know, all good things, they definitely have come to an end, and that is the case with Ozzy Osbourne. He died on July 22nd of this year, and there was an amazing funeral procession for him. And to lose such an inspiration like Ozzy Osbourne so recently, it does break many hearts and many fans, and his family and many artists are going to be mourning him for a very long time. Don't forget the influence that he had on so many people. The origin of his nickname, Prince of Darkness, that is going to be his nickname for many years to come. And how he went from the concert stage to being on the big screen. Those are things that are really going to stick with him, and those things are a big part of his persona and who he was. So when you're listening to, Taylor Swift, or you're listening to Mr. Handsome Justin Bieber, don't forget about the legend. Don't forget about, that there's not just him, but many other people that are leaving their marks in history. But don't forget about the Prince of Darkness, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne.